I built a custom GPT that hacked the prompt game. Now, whenever I want a good prompt from ChatGPT, I just go here and get it to give me the best possible one-shot prompt. I just take whatever I'm thinking and it creates an incredible prompt based on data that I trained it on from all the YouTube videos on how to write good prompts. So let me show you exactly how I built it, what it is, what it does, and how you can use it. I knew there's tons of science and data out there on how to write the best prompts. I've been using Notebook LM from Google because it's a really cool way to learn. So like 2.4 million of prompt engineering hacks in 53 minutes. I try to find longer videos, ones that had gotten the most views. Honestly, I just took most of the first page of YouTube, and then I also did this discover sources and typed in prompt engineering AI. I didn't want to watch all these videos. I probably need to, but what's cool is now I took all of these and I put it in here, which is kind of like my own GPT. So there's just a ton, right? There's a ton of stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to remember this every time I want to prompt. So why don't I just use AI to prompt better for me? So I decided to build a custom GPT called the Prompt Whisperer. And all it really is trained to do, it's trained on all that data. I basically was like, what's the best prompt to prompt a GPT with all the information you learned from all these sources on how to write the best prompt, which is pretty funny. And then I went in and just built a free GPT with OpenAI. Basically, I just took what Google LM gave me on how to write the best prompt, which was all of this data. And then I also gave it a text file of like, I was like, what are the best prompts from all these videos? And it gave me a text file of those prompts. So here was my first test, make an infographic about these 5 dogs. And so this was my not using the prompt whisper. And basically this is what I got. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad. I found that even with this prompt whisper, sometimes I get better results and sometimes ChatGPT is just really good. But let's look at what happened when I used the prompt whisper. Basically, all I did was take this prompt and then I went to the prompt whisperer and just literally put in whatever my prompt is. It's going to search its knowledge, and then it created basically the prompt for me. Yeah, just really it's a lot more specific and like has like what type of colors, etc. Now this is supposed to be, there's a way to one-click copy it, but that's still not working that good. So I took this, which I already did this, I'll show you. And this is the first prompt that I'd gotten, not the new one that I showed you. And basically this, it wasn't one-shotting images, so I fixed that now. Like it was like getting another prompt out of. So it was like 2 prompts to get to the image, and then I was just like generate it. And then it made this, which I think is better, technically speaking, but it doesn't have the last dog. So I was like, I need all 5 dogs. And then I got 4 dogs again, actually. I just noticed. So I think the colors are better, but I didn't get 5 dogs, so that's a little annoying. I think the prompt is right too. So here's the second example. Give me 10 YouTube video ideas for my personal brand focused on AI and marketing was my original prompt without the prompt whisperer, the prompt engineer GPT. So it gave me 10 videos, and I'll show you the example of the output from the prompt whisperer now. So I got this prompt: act as a personal branding strategist with expertise in AI and digital marketing, brainstorm 10 unique YouTube videos for a personal brand at the intersection of artificial intelligence and marketing. So just a lot, you'll see is a lot more specific. It's decently long, but not too long, which is something I know you want for prompts. After reading, with Notebook LM, I learned a lot from prompts just from that, and just like reading these prompts, I can tell. And then this is the output, which I think in this case, they are better. I did still get like 10 from both, and they're both pretty good. But like these I could actually see making videos about. I built a sales funnel with only AI tools. Top 5 AI tools making marketers obsolete, almost. This AI closes sales calls better than you. From idea to product, AI-powered MVP product in 24 hours. Versus top 5 tools, AI tools every marketer should be using in 2025. Still not bad. I built a marketing funnel with AI in 1 hour. Here's what happened. Not bad. Future of marketing, what AI will replace and what it won't. Not great. How to automate lead generation with AI, not that great. This AI-powered brand generated X in 30 days. Full breakdown. Pretty good. Honestly, I would rate these like an 8, and I would rate these a 9. I mean, it should be a blind test, to be honest. I think in general, you're going to get better outputs with this better prompter, but you can see that you're getting pretty good outputs either way. And it's going to depend on like what you're trying to do. Some of these I do really like though, like Chat GPT versus copyright is like $1,000 ad test. I can just see that working. Like I like this one, how I automated my Instagram DMs for 10x the leads. Okay, let's look at another example using this prompt whisper and see if it can beat the original prompt. Here's the original prompt: write a professional email following up on a job interview I had last week, which honestly, these are AI generated. I would write this even worse, but whatever. Like I would be like, write professional email for a job interview I had last week. I mean, this one I might give more specificity if I was really trying to do it right. In general, the more specific, the better. And, so, you know, it's just more sometimes I just don't feel like writing the prompt, which is why I built this. So here's the output. Pretty good. Hi, hope you're doing well. Wanted to follow up. I mean, it's decent language. ChatGPT in general, writing these type of emails isn't my favorite, how it writes. And so here's the better prompt from the chat whisperer or the prompt whisperer: act as a professional career coach and email writing expert. Right, that's a big thing for this prompt engineering. You like have the generative AI act as like a professional in whatever field like you're trying to do, and an expert or an expert, and then yeah, get specific. You know, you'll see how it writes, and you can learn a lot from that. And then the output, you should always have like how you want it outputted. Okay, and then this is what you get. I hope this message finds you well. I want to extend my sincere thanks opportunity. So you pretty much get the same type of thing. If I was to read them, the prompt wasn't to like, I don't know, I did say make an expert. Honestly, I'm going to call this a tie. There's neither one's that much better in my opinion. So here's an example of the better prompt, basically trying to get a YouTube title for this video that you're watching. So act as a YouTube title strategist, brainstorm 20 highly engaging clickable YouTube titles, blah, blah, blah. So these are the ones I got, and I took the ones I liked the most. Honestly, the one I titled this, depending on which title I chose, isn't necessarily my favorite, but it was pretty good. I built a GPT that hacked the prompt game, and it works. I don't know if I'll choose that in the end, but that's what I started the video with. These were pretty good. Definitely pretty good. And then here's what I got with the worst prompt: brainstorm 20 YouTube headlines for video. I'm prompting GPT that gives you best prompts to make yours better based on all the science. So this just gave me a list of 20, which sometimes I like where it's the output's just cleaner. Ability GPT teaches you how to write better prompts using science. Unlock better prompts with my GPT-powered AI coach. How to create the perfect GPT prompt. Again, toss up, you know. I don't think the better prompt actually gave me better titles necessarily, but it's hard to know. Like I'd have to really read each one, and it's obviously based on other people too, like what people are actually going to click on. Like I don't know what necessarily is the best. I can have my gut feeling, and I didn't think about it that much, to tell you the truth. I just wanted to shoot this video because I'm trying to shoot a video a day right now on AI. So with some more thought, I think I could come up with a better title. Okay, here's an example of a worse prompt. Even though, again, these aren't that bad, I should have probably used worse prompts in my examples, because I definitely have some worse prompts throughout all my prompting. Write a 500-word blog post about the benefits of cold showers. So this is what you get. It's decent. Benefits of cold showers. It has 5-6 sections. How to start, final thoughts. And then let's look at the prompt whispers output. Act as a professional wellness blogger. I love these prompts. It's awesome. And that, so why you should start taking cold showers. You probably heard the buzz. Physical benefits. I like this antidote that it added in. Mental benefits. Cold showers. I mean, I would really need to read these to know which I think is better. I did read this one more. I do feel like this one's better. Just like how it's written. They both seem around 500-ish words. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I got from this is creating custom GPTs is awesome, and I'm a huge fan of it. And I can definitely make this better. I think that's part of it, is I need to make it better. But one, if you'd like to use this GPT, it will be in the description. You can obviously use it for free. If people are interested, I can give what I got here and or share the Google LM, and you can make your own or make it better. Obviously, this is all pretty open source stuff. Not trying to sell this. If you like this video, like and subscribe if you want more AI related videos around marketing, new stuff, stuff I'm testing out. Try out the prompt whisperer yourself. Maybe you'll have some ways you can make it better. and or I think it will help you sometimes. I think it really just depends on the prompt you're going in with, and if you feel like your prompt just sucks, you can just throw it into the prompt whisper, and by going to the link in the description, and then what you can do is save, keep in sidebar, so then it'll be in your sidebar. So anytime you want to write a better prompt, you're just going to go here, put in your old prompt like write me a blog about dogs, and then it's going to write you a better prompt that you can then copy from here. It should also have the longer prompt, but it didn't do that this time. But anyways, you can just see what it is. But this way you can one-click copy it. Act as engaging pet blogger. So it gave the amount of words. It gave, introduction. So like some of this, it's making up what it thinks is better. Obviously, if you wanted this blog better, you could be like, I want 10 sections or whatever, you think is better. And in general, going back and forth a few times is going to create a better prompt, which, as I'm talking about this, maybe creating an agent that goes back and refines this, because I know like basically breaking down this big goal of just this prompt into smaller pieces and going back and forth with the AI you're gonna get better results. So that's something to think about in version 2. But check out version 1 of the Prompt Whisper. It's free, it's in the description, and I hope you liked this video and learned a few things. I'll see you on the next one.